Good. Now, my information is correct. Around the next corner, second door on the left, is the heretofore unseen international jewel thief, Indigo.
Jack, if this Indigo is heretofore unseen, isn't it a little sexist to assume it's a he?
Yeah, since when are diamonds a guy's best friend? Some of the greatest thieves were women. Belle Starr, Ma Barker, Madonna. What? I paid $8 to see Swept Away.
Thank you for taking the time to drag my Paleozoic male consciousness into the 21st century. Could we please get back to the case? Now, it goes without saying.
Then why say it?
What?
Whatever it was you were about to say.
Because it needs to be said.
Not if it goes without saying.
But it's very important information.
It's already been said.
Yes?
To us?
Of course.
So you're just saying it for the benefit of someone who might be watching who didn't hear you say it before?
I guess I am.
Jack, I never thought I'd be saying this, but can we please get back to the case?
Okay, Jack, we're at the door.
Yes, Dr. Frankel, it's happening again. The unshakable feeling I'm a sidekick whose only purpose is to give exposition in an action-adventure show. Hold on. Yes, what?
We're at the door.
Good. Now, just to remind you, I mean, not to state the obvious, but the reason you're going in... No, never mind. Carry on. Dr. Frankel, it's getting worse.
Ready.
Set.
And away we go. Wow. Look at all the caged animals. Must be hundreds of them.
And they're all extremely endangered species. Looks like Indigo also deals in the black market animal trade.
Indigo and his goons must be on a coffee break. No one's here. Well, at least if we can't see them, they can't see us. I always did tend to speak too soon.
They have night vision glasses. Keep away from the cages so we don't hurt the animals.
Oh, can we hurt the ones holding baseball bats?
Girls, come in. Come in. Can you hear me? It's jammed. Gosh, that hasn't happened in, 2 or 3 weeks.
Guys, watch out for that northwest spotted owl! And that northeast spotted owl! And that striped bush there omnivorous dingo! Funny, I don't remember seeing an albino Siberian pygmy stallion.
The days that were well in it for me. The Giants win the pennant! The Giants! Come in, good buddy. This is Leather Dan driving the double nickel. This for Bubble Butt.
Release the frequency, sir. It's not a bubble butt. It's more apple shake.
Ew. Deeds, what's small and slimy and about 4 inches long?
Probably the ring-tailed three-toed salamander. There's only one known to exist in the world. Why?
Oh, nothing. Where's everyone? Where's Cassie? They escaped and took her with them.
Looks like she just became an endangered species.
There are 3 career criminals with 1 shot at freedom. Now they're working for the feds who put them away. These are the women of She Spies. Bad girls gone good.
They must have been expecting us.
There was a hidden door on the floor. That's how they got in, and that's how they escaped with Cassie.
And approximately 30 minutes ago, the agency received the following tape, courtesy of Mr. Okay, or Ms. Indigo. That's the first time that he's... Look, for the moment, could we assume that I'm on the same page as you in believing that women can be just as diabolical, underhanded, sick, and twisted as men?
Thank you. Duly appreciated.
Now, let's watch carefully for any information that might lead us to Indigo's and presumably Cassie's whereabouts.
Good day. I am Indigo. In the next 24 hours, I'm going to steal the crown jewels of Estonia, currently on display at the National Gemological Museum.
Why is he telling us exactly what he's gonna do?
That's cocky.
I'll tell you why, and yes, it is cocky. I'm so good at outguessing you authority types. I knew what your last two statements were.
He is good.
Aren't I just? The agency knew I couldn't resist the jewels, since those beauties shine as brightly as a post-road warrior, pre-lethal weapon, young Mel Gibson's eyes. So then I got the idea of taking out a little insurance policy before I proceeded. Thus, allow me to introduce to you my deductible.
Hi, guys. Sorry you have to see me like this. If I knew I was going to be making a hostage videotape, I would have worn the Donna Karan shirt with the matching scarf. Although I must say, this condescending, calamitous creep has been a model villain.
My proposition to you is simple. If I successfully abscond with the jewels, I will release this would-be Matahari unharmed. Interfere, she dies, don't she lives.
So, all we can do is sit back, let him take the jewels, and trust he lets Cassie go, right?
Jack, right?
No. We go after the jewels.
What? Why would you want to do that?
I don't. The chairman does. He told me to watch this and proceed with the plan to intercept Indigo. But apparently having the jewels stolen in America would cause an international incident.
With Estonia? Big deal. So they attack us. Our Girl Scouts have merit badges for Estonian Green Beret butt kicking.
Yeah. Astute military observations aside, these jewels are a national treasure and a source of Estonian national pride. But clearly the agency has weighed its options, and Cassie's life is worth the cost of keeping the jewels safe.
Well, at least they're the crown jewels.
I don't care if it's the chairman's jewels. This ain't right.
Look, Inigo's managed to stay one step ahead of us this long. He's bound to find out what we're up to. And when he does, he'll take Cassie out in a New York heartbeat. Or is it a New York minute? No, it's a, second, a New York second. God, I'm so upset I can't even remember the right cliche.
Why all the long faces? Doctor misused the forceps at birth. Come on. It's always darkest before the dawn. Meaning, if you want to pistol whip some goons, toilet paper the chairman's house, or save your partner, now's the time to do it.
Excuse me, who are you?
Someone who doesn't run her mascara because my employer thinks I'm expendable. Hell, I know I am.
I think we can rule out bereavement counselor.
It's time to fumigate, Jack. I think we've been getting a lot of pests in here lately.
Pest. I like that. Hard to kill. Keeps coming back. Special Agent Nick Shields.
Really?
The Nick Shields?
The youngest agent ever, Nicolette Shields.
Only one person ever called me Nicolette. A kick to the throat took care of that. Mama talks pretty good now with a voice box.
Voice box. She's famous and funny. It's an honor. Truly an honor to meet you. I mean, your exploits are already the talk of the agency. The way you handled the Salazar cartel in Colombia, the tribal warlords in Madagascar, the gay mafia in West Hollywood. You know, I don't normally do this, but do you give autographs?
Yeah, I'm in the booth next to Pete Rose. Bring your checkbook.
Pete Rose, that is so great. You see, that's a reference to these retired sports legends who sell their autographs at these.
Can it, Urkel?
Right.
So what brings you here?
What else? Indigo.
Oh, of course. The one person so far who's managed to escape you.
Yeah, but I don't hold a grudge. Long as I get to pull his still beating heart out with my bare hands.
I'm pretty sure the new agency handbook outlaws organ pulling.
No organ pulling? Hope that hasn't been too rough on you.
Too rough. That is so great. That's... Sorry.
So, did the chairman send you here to help us catch Indigo?
Nah. I'm off the clock. I heard you guys were after him, and I want in on the action.
Yes, but Agent Shields' self-assignment is against company policy.
Fine. Stick to company policy. While you're at it, why don't you pick out what you're gonna wear to your friend's funeral? Here it is, straight, no chaser. You've got less than 24 hours to catch this dirtbag. You can work with me or against me. I suggest you pick door number 1.
Look, I say we do it. We're talking Cassie's life here. Nick definitely knows this guy.
This is Nick Shields, Jack. We might be able to pick up a trick or two working with her in the field.
Yeah, it's like a guitar player getting a jam with Jimi Hendrix.
Or a hockey player getting to slap the puck with Wayne Gretzky.
Or a frustrated interpretive dancer getting to gamble about the stage with a transcendent Isadora Duncan. Or, you know, that Grotsky guy. It would be an honor to work with you, Agent Shields.
Smart choice. Considering if you decided to work against me, I'd have to kill you. I'm kidding. Probably. So this is where Indigo kept all the contraband critters.
A northwest spotted owl. Ah, it must have gotten away.
Ooh, now that's good eating.
Eating? As in, you've eaten one?
Yeah. I was chasing down some eco-terrorists in the field, got hungry, and I bagged me an owl. What's a big deal?
What's the big deal? They're almost extinct.
Well, I can see why, tasting like that. It's sort of a cross between a bald eagle and a California condor.
You're not serious, right? Right? I mean, how can anyone ever do anything that grotesque?
I can't believe anyone would ever eat bait. But look how soon she caught on. Right, it's so grotesque. I can't believe it either.
Let's just start looking for clues.
That was 2 hours down the crapper.
So why did you bring us up to the roof, Deeds?
Of course. Of course. You said when they kidnapped Cassie, they just disappeared, right?
Right.
Then you did a floor-to-floor search of the building down to the street, right?
Right.
The reason they just disappeared is because they didn't go down. They went up. Indigo has his own stealth helicopter. They escaped from up here. Good thinking, Secret Squirrel.
Is that the real reason you suddenly brought us up here?
Of course. Well, that Nick's stomach growled when she looked at that owl again.
Wait, you guys, what's this?
A medical alert bracelet.
Maybe it fell off of one of Indigo's goons.
What's it say?
Nasopessari syndrome?
It's Latin for closing of the nostrils. It's an extremely rare and potentially fatal condition when the nose and throat membranes swell up and close off. I'm doing a search in the area to find anyone who's treated for it in the last 6 months.
Agent Shields, sorry, but this is a smoke-free environment.
And an alcohol-free environment.
And a nuclear-free zone.
Gee, good thing I didn't wear my atomic heat-seeking pasties. No smoke, no drink. What the hell do you guys do around here to blow off a little steam? Play charades? Okay, then. Look, Osmonds, just chill out, all right? It's Nesty. I'm on the wagon. I got tired of waking up next to no-name pierced comet-snorting mercenaries whose scars had scars, and you know the type.
I dated a guy in high school with an appendectomy scar. Healed pretty quickly, though.
I stand corrected. Speaking of dating, you're kind of cute. In that I gotta run home and iron my socks kind of way. Or is this also a sex-free environment?
I have to go do some espionage thingies.
Just a question, Nick. Are you always like that?
Like what?
Anti-animal, anti-authority, anti-subtle, and just plain altogether anti-social.
No, sometimes I have really off days.
You know, you're the great Nick Shields. Everyone in this business has heard of you and all the amazing things you're doing. That name means a lot. Few people might actually want to be you.
Please tell me this train of thought has a caboose.
What, does a job make you this way? Or do you choose to be this way because of the job?
Okay, I found 4 people treated for nasopharyngeal syndrome in the LA area over the last 6 months. A quadriplegic, an 11-year-old boy, a nun, and a convicted felon with a history of armed robbery and assault.
I guess we know who to rough up.
No electronic alarms or trips to worry about. The lock's a standard issue deadbolt. Since we're trying to surprise him, a tulip wrench with a 2-inch snake rig is pretty quiet, or I could use a Polaris magnet to manipulate the tumblers. Or we could just do it your way.
Lucas Winter?
Hey, take it easy. I'm not armed.
Good.
Nick, you didn't put up a fight. What do you think you're doing?
Softening him up for a little Q&A. My favorite part of the job.
Okay, there's a pleasant way, and something tells me a not so pleasant way to do this. Just tell us what we need to know. Where's Indigo keeping our partner?
I don't know any Indigo.
Recognize this, Lucas? We found this at the warehouse on 37th and Grand, where we were attacked and our partner was kidnapped.
In fact, you probably helped. Where is she and where's Indigo?
Look, I work at that warehouse, okay? But I'm just a night watchman.
What's this, your year-end bonus?
What do you guys want?
We already have that. Your butt in the sling. The only question is, how are you gonna get it out? That's your bracelet. This is a payoff. You've got a record longer than Inagata DeVita. Grace period's over. Where's Indigo?
No one else here and no more swag. Let me try asking him a few questions. I like to start an interrogation by reading the suspect his rights. I find that I get the best results when I do this by the book. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will probably be used against you. Anything you don't say might just piss me off. The only thing that won't be used against you is my cattle prod because it's in the shop.
You know, someday we'll look back on this.
Laugh nervously and change the subject.
Exactly.
Please. I don't know this Indigo, and I don't know where your partner is.
To quote Regis, is that your final answer?
Okay, that's just weird.
Maybe they covered that the day we skipped advanced interrogation techniques class and went to the beach.
Feel better, baby.
How about now?
Nick!
Can't tell us anything if you break his jaw.
Sure you can. It's just a little harder to understand. Pain or pleasure, lover? Me? I like both. But this one's up to you. Now, where's Indigo?
Nick! Stop!
That's it, we're going to plan B.
You've tried the stick, we'll try the carrot.
I don't think Bugs wants a carrot just now. Listen! I did some research on the nasopharyngeal syndrome. What triggers it is stress.
Stress?
Like hitting and kissing and hitting.
And more hitting?
Studley there's got about 2 minutes before we start calling him Indigo. Indigo, blue. Come on, guys, this is the A material. Look, If he wants to stay in the pink, he can talk. I'll give him his medicine.
Give it to him now. You're gonna kill him.
You make that sound like a bad thing.
Nick, this is torture.
Torture? Nah. Recovering for a month in a hospital bed after a job, losing the remote and having to sit through a TV land marathon of the Wayans brothers. Now that's torture.
Where's the medicine?
Oops. I knew there was something I forgot to look for.
This isn't funny.
How about a priest, a rabbi, and a one-legged hooker in a rowboat?
Nick, where's the medicine?
What's the rush? He's got at least another 20, 30 seconds.
That's it. I'm loosening the ties. I'm looking for the medicine.
I'm ordering Chinese.
You guys like Kung Pao?
What? A little louder, honey.
Hostage. Indigo. 1057. Kester.
Breathe easy, folks.
Jack, what'd you find out about that address?
1057 Kester. The agency reverse database shows that that's the Midnight Blue Furrier.
Split this 3 ways, it'll still put me in another tax bracket.
It'll also put you in another career.
Embezzler. Maybe you've heard of it.
Oh, come on. You've never helped yourself to a little extra income?
Oh, sure. That's also what I helped myself to free room and board for a few years at Club Med.
You know, we're a lot more alike than you might think. Maybe I could get used to this team thing. Gets pretty old talking to myself.
Look, Nick, no offense. Well, maybe just a little. But we prefer the partner we already have.
You don't have her yet.
Endangered animals, furs. This guy gets more despicable by the minute.
Yeah, what kind of furrier has a steel-reinforced door with no exterior lock or handle?
Can't pick, can't kick. What are Salt and Pepper gonna do? Works for me.
From the layer of dust on this floor, Cassie was never here.
Then why send us to this place?
That's why. A camera. Indigo, or one of his people, are probably watching us right now.
Oh, God. He knows we're trying to stop him.
That goon you wanted me to go easy on? He just signed your friend's death warrant.
Not again.
Listen, you maggot. You're gonna take us to Indigo.
This is our friend's life.
Tell us where she is.
Yo, Kittles. You gotta go into this with an or what. As in, or what's gonna happen to me.
Yeah, you're right. We see how good it worked for you.
This time you think he wants to play games? Let him go towards the light.
We may be on the same side, but we are not on the same team.
Too bad. You could use a designated hitter.
No thanks. We see how you choked up on the bat.
Have it your way. Can't wait to see how they do it in the minors.
One more time. Where is Indigo?
I'm telling you, I don't know.
We don't believe you. We want to know what you know, and we want to know now.
Look, we're running out of time. Indigo promised to kill his hostage if he found out we were trying to stop him. You sent us to a place where you knew he'd find us, didn't you?
Didn't you? So you know who Indigo is.
You do, or you wouldn't have sent us there. Tell us how, tell us who, tell us whatever the hell you know, or our partner's gonna die.
Damn it, you know something.
Hey, batter.
Shut up.
What, you're afraid he'll kill you if you tell us?
To quote a famous philosopher, duh. I mean death. Is that a great or what or what?
Could we just have one person at a time yanking our chain?
Fine. I'll be as quiet as that little guy in Penn and Teller. And so will Cue Ball there. And he's gonna stay quiet till you give him an incentive plan.
Shane, what are you doing?
The smart thing. Finally.
Shane, give him the medicine. Shane, I know we're talking about Cassie, but you can't do that.
Sure she can. Either he croons or he croaks.
Shane, you're not like that. Shane! I'm sorry.
Ooh. And she whiffs at the plate.
I'm not gonna let you die, I promise. But you gotta help us. Who is he? Where is he?
I don't know an indigo.
This won't take long. I'm a speed gloater.
But maybe this name will mean something.
Henri Lafontaine?
Lucas overheard two of Indigo's henchmen say the name that night at the warehouse.
I believe him. He couldn't tell us about Indigo because he never met him. Never even heard of him. He was hired by one of Indigo's flunkies.
As for the building with the camera, it's the only place he knew to send us. It's where he was hired by the flunky.
And you actually think Indigo and Lafontaine are the same person?
Yes.
Henri Lafontaine, the famous fashion designer?
No, Henri Lafontaine, the famous toll booth operator. How many Henri Lafontaines do you know?
6. I used to summer in Quebec.
Anyway, in the last 2 years, Indigo has stolen jewelry from museums in Moscow, Tokyo, San Francisco, and Paris.
The very same places and the very same times as LaFontaine had fashion shows. And he has the money and means. Cassie gave us the answer herself.
Although I must say, this condescending, calamitous creep has been a model villain.
Cassie's at the Laufenberg estate. That's where he's having his fashion show today.
Okay, you gotta get in there, and you gotta get in there now. If LaFontaine is Indigo, then Cassie's life is hanging in the balance. Since you were led to that trap, he might...
Jack,
What?
you're doing that repeating what's already been said thing again.
Oh, right. I haven't done the new location setup in this case yet, have I?
The location was it?
One of these. Ladies, get ready for the world of eating disorders, hissy fits, and Eurotrash. Get ready for the wonderful world of runway modeling.
We accidentally replaced the two models for the comedy relief portion of the show.
Well, at least we've got full access to this place now. There's less than an hour before the show's over and LaFontaine goes for the jewels. Search. And remember, keep it really low profile. How's this?
Is this low profile enough for you? Look. Shows off my bullet wounds.
Remember when going under cover meant actually going under some cover?
Hey, at least I didn't replace the models that were the comedy relief portion of the show.
I told you we should have chloroformed the two in the cute summer ensembles.
Look, you guys, let's just get going. Cassie's life's at stake. Time's running out. It's her turn to clean the bathroom Thursday.
Dozens of rooms in this place. Where do we start?
3C.
What do you mean?
Cassie's hostage tape. You think it's a coincidence she called him a condescending, calamitous creep?
Calamitous did seem gratuitous.
Yeah, but 3C? This isn't a hotel.
It used to be. The Laufenberg family went bankrupt after the war. This was turned into a hotel. So let's just get up there as inconspicuously as possible.
Wrong, Naomi. That'd be conspicuous. We'd be the first models in the history of clothes who didn't want attention. Walk this way.
Strange, there's no guard.
Well, come on. Tick-tock, how hard can it be to pick?
I'll have a harder time picking which shoes to wear tomorrow. The lock's not the problem. These are. They're circuit fuses. That's why there's no guard. If we open this door from the outside, it'll break the circuit, set off an explosion that could kill us.
You guys are thinking about it, aren't you? Risking it. Must be different for you guys. Risking everything for one another. I risk my life catching the creep du jour. Somehow it just doesn't have quite the same magic.
What do you think you're doing up here?
We're so glad you're here. We're trying to get to the fashion show, but we got in the, up and down thingy.
The elevator?
Guess that's why I'm the model and you're...
Not.
That's the word. All those buttons, choices, floor 1 or 2. You can see how it get confusing. So, which way to the fashion show?
Down.
And that would be...
We better take you.
Let us put our hands together for Mr. Henri Lafontaine!
Thank you. It's so nice to see so many old faces, so many new faces, so many new faces that used to be old faces and that you'll be paying for until they're old faces again.
This isn't good. We might get recognized.
Oh, no. And me in horizontal stripes.
You are definitely an acquired taste.
Come on, ladies, let's go. You're up next. Come on, 30 seconds.
Oh, as you know, dearest and sweetest and newest best friends, when it comes to fashion, the LaFontaine is always looking toward the future. But anyone can be au courant, contempo, and cutting edge. I dare to confront the past and say, what the hell? It worked for them. And so, join me as I present the pièce de résistance of my new fall line, Future Retro. First up, the Roaring 20. Don't let Grandma's arthritis, phlebitis, and dementia fool you. She really knew how to party, and so will you in this unflappable flapper ensemble. A sequined bodice, taffeta lace hem, and matching headband will send inhibition the way of prohibition as you commit your own St. Valentine's Day massacre of men's hearts. Thank you, Amicia. Hey, Joe. It's the 60s, man! Tune in, turn on, and give peace and this uptight, out-of-sight LaFontaine miniskirt a chance! Its paisley pattern puts the name in phenomenal, and its hemline puts the wood in Woodstock. Sergeant Pepper might have instructed the band how to play, but LaFontaine will teach you how to dress, baby! Yes! Thank you, Ivory. Let's bump 1 decade ahead to pet our rock, welcome back Cotter, and water our gate. It's the 1970s! And what better way to say have a nice day than to wear my smiley face bikini?
In true 70s spirit, the material is made from 100% Love Canal polyester and is guaranteed to make even an aging Jimmy J.J. Walker get rid of his walker and say, dynamite! Thank you. Whoever you are.
You don't remember me.
I said thank you.
Shields. Nick Shields.
Let's give them a warm hand for keeping us in the era with that wonderful recreation of an anti-war protest. Right on!
Cassie, are you okay?
Smart move, Brainiac.
Give me a break. I let those wussies take me. Someone had to get you into this room, right? What? You were gonna risk an explosion. My way got you to your partner in one piece. And why break up a set?
Thanks, Nick. So what now?
I don't know. That's as much plan as I had.
Oh, Cassie, this is Nick Shields. Yes, that Nick Shields. Nick, this is Cassie.
So, the good news is we're here.
The bad news is, well, you already know that part.
As I live and breathe. Agent Shields. I thought you looked familiar. And I thought you looked too healthy to be models. This is a red letter day. 3 agency spies and my nemesis. I have some jewels to steal. Dispose of them. Oh, and watch out for the outfits. They're not stain resistant.
I flipped the door fuse back on when we came in!
You certainly have an interesting, make that angry style of fighting.
Yeah, they teach you that at the academy?
No. I just imagine myself in line at the DMV.
Agent Shields, thank you. Really, I've heard so much about you.
You're about to hear a lot more. About me being a type A and justifies the means. Psychotic, paranoid sociopath. Well, guys, it's been a slice.
Look, Nick, you're an acquired taste yourself. But without you, I don't think we would have gotten Cassie back. So we really appreciate it.
Hey, you know that question you asked me earlier? Is it the job or just me? It's the job. You're by yourself all the time, dealing with the worst of the worst, and it's hard not to have a slightly skewed view of the world. I think it'd be different if I had partners. You guys keep each other sane. It hasn't been half bad being a part of this.
See you, Nick. Nick. Sometimes we do things, you know, without thinking. Things that seem justified at the time, but they're just gonna end up hurting us later. Kind of what I almost did earlier. Well, I'm just saying it's not too late to undo that kind of thing.